by the power of Reselling.
Good morning, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Keeffe, and this is ABLreselling. Guess what we're going through today? This is the second of the bales that I ordered from Bulk Vintage Wholesale. This is 20 kilos of branded jackets. Much like the last video, thought I'd take you through it. This time of year, gotta be looking at different avenues for stock, and bulk clothing is a good way of doing that. Now, both of these bales were £150, including delivery. The last one was 25 kilos of Champion brand hoodies, sweatshirts and jogging pants. This one is branded jackets. So let's get into it then and see if it's worth my £150 and see potentially how much margin there is in it. Alrighty, so the breakdown is 25 jackets, giving me an average cost of just £6 each. On first pass through, they all seem in really good condition. There's quite a few Nautica brand jackets and mixtures of vintage, Adidas and whatnot. So I'm going to drill down and take you through exactly what I've got and what kind of return I'm looking for. There are one or two really tasty ones in there as well. First out of the gate, a nice thick hooded sports jacket from Nautica. I did notice a stain on the shoulder of this one, just a slight stain on the shoulder. Aside from that, no other nasty marks. Bit of dirt around the cuffs, but nothing excessive. If the last bundle was anything to go by, in the main, it's pretty good quality. You're gonna get some stinkers in bales of clothes, it's inevitable, but in the main, so far so good. Nautica jackets, the average listing value is £25 to £30. So what I'm gonna do on each of the Nautica jackets is just put a standard price of £25 on them. Vintage Puma jacket now, this is more of a, I'll say a junior size, it's perhaps a medium. No nasties on there, the cuffs are looking in good order. There's no nicks or tears to the fabric. Retro style still pretty big, and that falls into that category. Puma jacket's not quite as high a value, but a listing value on that nonetheless of £20. Not the Puma jacket now, this is looks more like a lady's jacket. It warrants a little bit more investigation, that, because the badge on the front lets me think that it's a football club's jacket. LKRFC? No idea. Maybe something Kingston Rovers? I'm guessing. They're sponsored by Rayburn Brick Limited anyway. It's still a nice retro style. I don't think that's going to sell for as strong a money, so I'm going to put a listing value of £15 on that one. Now this quite tired looking jacket, actually, the brand is London Fog. Again, in decent nick, no nasties on it, no staining. It does look quite colour faded though, but that might be the style. Although a lot of these, because they come from a bale, are extremely creased, so it makes it quite difficult to inspect them. Now I'm thinking along the lines of getting a steamer, maybe to get some of the creases out, but if any of you guys can give me any hints or tips on how to get these nasty creases out, then I'm all ears. The comps on them are all over the place, ranging from £15 to £40. It appears to be quite tired looking. It's not that thick, it's just a sort of like a lightweight casual jacket. It is lined, but I'm gonna hedge my bets and go down the bottom end of that at £15. One of what I would class the pearls in the bunch. This is a really nice full zip Under Armour soft shell. It's micro fleece lined. Size on it's 3XL. That is a good looking jacket. I do like the Under Armour brand myself. If this was my size, I'd definitely be keeping this one. Because of the style of it and the size, I'm going to stick my neck out on this and put a listing value of £40. It is in really, really good nick as well. Climber proof jacket now from Adidas. It does have a logo on it on the back. I don't know what that relates to. This is more like a golfing top really. Quarter zip, again good nick. All the zips are in good order. It's got side zips on this as well. Everything about it is screaming golf top, but that badge might tell a different story. Not tremendous value on these jackets, but £15 listing value nonetheless. Another pretty cool looking jacket from Nautica, much the same as the first one. There is a nasty stain on the hem there. No tears on first inspection, zips in good order. puffer, collar's in good order. Again, a listing value of £25. Nautica, again, this is more like a hiking jacket. This feels quite substantial, nice and quilted. This one has the advantage of being new with tags. And because of that, I'm gonna up the listing value, stick again, £40 on that one. Adidas outerwear jacket. Now, this style of jacket is extremely popular at the minute. It's got hints of retro, Bell staff, kind of biker jacket about it. Authentic outerwear from Adidas. Appears to be in good condition, no nasties, no excessive wear. Nice lining to it. Now, some of these jackets sell for really, really strong money. When I say really strong money, I'm talking £60, £70. And I'm tempted to head up the top end of that range as well because of the style of it. I just think it's extremely cool. So I'm going to put an initial listing value on this one of £70. Social again by Adidas. The size is an XL. I don't want to say this is a track top, but it's more sort of like a bit of a retro feel to this one. Doesn't appear to be any nasties, stains, marks, anything like that. I'm going to put a listing value of £25 on that one. Nautica jacket. This one is looking a bit tired. Been through the washing machine a few too many times, I think. It's either that or that is the style. Kind of a faded look because it does look quite consistent across the whole of the material. I think this is one of those jackets where getting the creases out is going to definitely help tell a better story on this one. I'm going to hedge my bets on it as far as the listing values goes though, and put a listing value of £18 on that one. Nice, really chunky quilted Adidas top here. I'm going to need to Google that badge. I think I've only just recently learned this, that the stars mean champion winners, maybe World Cup or Champions League or something like that. They're the winners of certain cups. So it's almost certainly a football team. So if anybody recognises that badge, let me know. This is really nice. It's a thigh length jacket. Size is 40 to 42 UK. Again, no nasties on it, no marks, stains. Obviously the zips are in good order. Pretty long jacket. Depending on the football team and the popularity, I suppose that would influence the price as well. I'm going to put a tenuous listing value of £35 on that one. Now, it's a real vintage style again going to this. I mean, I suppose it's both vintage wholesale, so the clue's in the title really, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're getting vintage clothing. Brand is Reebok and it's a size large. Pretty cool looking jacket actually. Reebok are really, really all over the place as far as price goes, but I think the style on this is going to sell it. So I'm going to put a listing value of £25 on that one. Another puffer. This is again Nautica, hooded. This looks quite possibly like a youth size. It's a size small. Looks in fantastic condition. There is a bit of bubbling and colour fade to the cuffs, but nothing excessive. No decals on it as such. No branding externally, aside from on the sleeve. So again, the standard Nautica price I'm going to put on that at £25. Now the Nautica, this is more of a Parker style, perhaps even a lady style. Size isn't jumping out on me on this, and there's a zip inside that would tell me that this would have a zip out lining, which is no longer there. Aside from that, it's in really good nick. There's not much colour fade to this either. It's got a removable hood, definitely more of a winter coat, and that kind of influenced my buying decision on this particular Bale, because a lot of these I was expecting sort of like jackets that would be suitable for winter. We're in the middle of winter. Again, listing value on that £25. Definitely a youth jacket. This is more of a track top than a jacket really. It's quite a thin, soft shell material. It's a size medium, but even at that it's small. Maybe a lady size, more likely a youth size. I'm gonna put a listing value of £12 on that one. Retro Puma bomber jacket. This is pretty cool looking. I'm really impressed overall with the condition of this Bale. There's not been any nasties. In the last Bale, there was a couple that were damaged. There was a few that were stained. There were also some of the items that were clearly bought in the first place for businesses, so they had all the business branding on and whatnot as well, which make them a lot less sellable. That isn't the case with these jackets, and I'm really, really impressed. This jacket from Reebok, it just feels great quality. Again, retro, not vintage, but it's got that kind of vintage feel to it. I'm probably doing this a disservice by putting a listing value on this one of £20. Now, this may well be vintage. This really cute looking top from Feeler, that screams 80s to me. That is absolutely tremendous. Now, sometimes, not often, I have this unwritten rule as far as my own reselling goes, and that is, if I think it's cool, then I'll buy it even if I can't provide evidence by comps. If I saw this at a boot sale or a charity shop, I'd probably have a go at this on that basis, because the comps on it aren't tremendous. 80s was the best decade of all time, don't care what anybody says. And this, like I say, screams of the 80s, so I think that'll do really well. I'm going to put a listing value of £25 on that. And again, I'm really tempted to go higher than that for the listing value. I'll look at it again when it comes to listing it. Nice Nike lightweight jacket. Now, again, probably more aimed at the golfing crowd. Size medium. Any stains on this would really stand out, and I'm not seeing any. No, I don't know anything at all about golf, but I do know a little bit about golf products. And as far as the Nike brand's concerned, it's quite popular in the golfing world. That's my own personal experience. You guys might tell me a different story. But any Nike related golf wear that I've sold in the past is usually sold quite quickly and for pretty decent money. But again, I'm going to put a listing value on this jacket of £25. Another lightweight jacket, possibly a track jacket, and possibly football related again. Again, a badge that I'm not familiar with. Like I say, though, I don't know anything about football. I'm not really feeling it so much about this jacket. Don't know what it is. Just think it looks a bit naff. So I'm going to put a listing value of 12 quid on that. And just as I was folding it then, big stain on the arm, and there's a little nick on there as well. So there's a good chance that one won't get sold at all. Oh, this is a really nice wax jacket now from Nautica. Wax jackets sell very well. Size on this is a large. Branding on the sleeve appears to be on first inspection in good order. I've had tremendous success with all manner of wax jackets this year. If you pick up a wax jacket and you put that in the description, obviously, you're going to get a lot of attention on that listing. Now, Nautica is a brand that hasn't really come up on my radar very often at all. And generally speaking, if I see it in the charity shop, I'll probably give it a bit of a skip. So whereas with the other Nautica jacket, I've been putting kind of a standard price of £25 on, because this is a wax jacket, I'm going to stick £30 on this one. Kids Kappa winter jacket, nice and chunky, fleece lined. There is a nasty nick on the pocket though, which is going to all but destroy the value of it. That is a shame, that, because that is a nice coat. I'm not going to stick a listing value on that because there's a very good chance, again, that's not going to get listed. Nautica jacket as well. This isn't quite a soft shell. This is a fleece lined outerwear coat. Ideal stuff like this for hiking and the like, so those are the keywords I'm going to be using. Size large. I'd wear something like this. I think that looks pretty cool. Again, listing value on this one, £25. Now this is a bit of, looks almost pimpish. Adidas top in kind of a aquamarine. It looks bloody awful. Again, screams 80s retro to me. Not finding the size label, but I'm going to say that's probably a ladies medium. I don't want to like it, but it's making me smile. I think it's bloody awful, but like in a, I don't know, strange, attractive way. Just like me, really, I suppose. There is a little bit of a nick on the arm there. It does kind of look, it's not a tear, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any worse. I think because of the way they package these as well, sometimes they might pick up a little bit of damage, a little bit of a nick from the banding straps as well. So, I don't know, maybe message to bulk vintage wholesale, just be careful. As far as listing value goes on this jacket, I'm going to put £15 on it. And the last one from the bundle, this is another tight puffer from Kappa, possibly a woman's jacket again, size large, lining of the cuff, bit of a hole in there, so that's going to devalue it. Again, disappointing. I did just have a long hard think about that, and I think I will actually list this with that damage, but just put a listing value of £12 on it, which is a shame really, because that's quite a nice jacket. Now in the main, I'm absolutely over the moon with that Bale. Definitely going to be decent profit in there without question. I've had great success selling jackets this year. and that's another reason why I went for this particular bale. So I will update Instagram as I've been going along on my sales, as I often do. So you guys will be able to see firsthand if I'm actually realizing the valuations that I'm putting on these items. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really missing hitting the boot sales. I'm not missing getting up early in the morning though. Oh, it's got to be said. I'm a bit worried about getting back into the swing of things when boot sale season kicks off again. I hope you guys are having a tremendous Q4. As I'm filming this, it's the 22nd of December. Chances are the video won't be out until the new year now, because I intend on spending the next week rather merry. Feedback is always fantastic from you guys as well, so if you think I'm off the mark with anything that I've been through today, let me know in the comments. I don't mind the criticism at all. If you've got any hints or tips yourself of sourcing ideas through the winter while the boot sales are closed, again, let me know, share the love. Until next time, my friends, thank you very much indeed for watching, and obviously thank you so much for your support. I've been Dave Keeffe, you've been amazing. See you in the next one.